this episode, we're going to learn why some of us have the name Wall, and a lot of the other names come back to someone who dwelled at a fortified location. Right here it says the name Wall is a topographic name for someone who lived by a stone-built wall.
Rockwall, Texas. Population 38,000. Claim to fame, the mysterious wall said to snake for miles beneath the city. 3 farmers stumbled across the massive stone wall in 1852. It's rumored to be 20 miles long and 7 stories deep. And people in these parts believe it was the work of an ancient civilization. Rumor has it the wall used to be above ground, but the wall and the truth about its origin have been buried over time.
Well, back in the 1850s, 1860s, when Rockwall was founded, they kept finding this wall, and they would use pieces of it for the wells, the well houses, and some of the buildings. Matter of fact, if you have a look, right here we have a restaurant that was built in 1890. Some of the rocks used on the side of it were actual rocks from the wall itself.
From the rock wall.
That's it.
As a geologist, as far as figuring out if it's man-made or natural, I really have to see it.
Sure, I understand. Well, I brought some pictures along for you to have a look at.
Okay.
So if you look at them, tell me what you think of these.
Sure. Well, look at that. That looks like a man-made wall.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. You know, as I look at these edges here, it almost looks like they've been worked or tooled.
You'll find that with a lot of the stones at the wall. You'll find symmetry on all 4 sides. You'll find parallel lines.
Okay.
They don't look like natural geological formations to most people.
Well, those look like they could very well have been dressed. And there's a big slab right there.
So you don't find a complete randomness to the structure of the wall itself. You find a lot of uniformity in certain places.
Okay. Like it's been man-made.
That's what it suggests to me.
All these people contact me about this, but before that, I never knew anything about this. Why is that?
I think that there may have been a little bit of a cover-up over the years, Scott.
A cover-up.
And I think there may have been a little bit of a conspiracy to kind of hide the nature of the wall. There have even been some experts that came out and checked out the wall, gave some opinions, and then when they found out some of the other evidence about the wall, they changed their minds and decided they didn't want to publish any of their findings. The one problem we have is the wall's underground right now.
If this huge wall beneath Rockwall is man-made, it would rewrite history in the Lone Star State. And if it was built by man, who could be responsible? One possibility is the Caddo tribe. A wall that's 7 stories deep and 20 miles long shouldn't be hard to find. So far, the photos I've seen make a compelling case that ancient people could be involved. I've had a chance to look at the test results, and it's clear and conclusive. It's a natural geologic feature. It's not man-made. What we found was that the arrows for the stone are consistent. They're definitely all pointing pretty much in the same direction.
When was it created?
I was talking to John about that, and we think that this was about 85, 86, 87 million years old. So it's very old. And based on the information that we know now, it predates humans being on the planet.
Sure.
You know, that's another reason why it really can't be man-made. Really can't be man-made. Really can't be man-made.
Well, you're the expert.
Sometimes nature plays tricks and pulls a fast one on us. Sometimes nature plays tricks and pulls a fast one on us. This is the most unusual geologic phenomena I have probably ever seen. This is the most unusual geologic phenomena I have probably ever seen. It turns out this geological formation is a massive sand dike. There are several hundred feet of clay beneath the surface here. Millions of years ago, that clay hardened and cracked. Overlying pressure of the hardened clay forced a juicy mix of clay, sand, and water up through the fracture. Eventually, it hardened, broke up naturally into blocks, and became the rock wall.
If it's a lie, then what's the truth? If it's a lie, then what's